Thank the member and call the member for Bass.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I'm very pleased to be able to speak on this motion today because Launceston in my electorate of Bass is one of the 4 regional locations that will benefit from ongoing city deal developments. It is, however, vitally important to note that the genesis of the Launceston City Deal was the Labor commitment to the UTAS Transformation Project, a project which is much more than infrastructure and buildings, but the opportunity to transform educational outcomes in northern Tasmania. I've spoken often how strategic investment in northern Tasmania can unlock the potential for a renewed focus on industry, advanced manufacturing and innovation that will in turn provide a clear pathway for greater educational and economic opportunities for the region. This is both, on the one hand, a return to the proud industrial heritage of northern Tasmania and also a repositioning of Tasmania as part of a smart, innovative, decentralised digital future. The scope of the City Deal needs to be unpacked, as it were, to understand its significant potential to make positive change in my community. Firstly, the relocation of the University of Tasmania's Newnham campus to the new site at Inveresk, transforming the city centre and broader region and establishing Launceston as a vibrant university city. Secondly, the implementation of the City Heart project, revitalising the CBD through improved public spaces, transport and signage, allowing for greater support of events and improved business capability. Also, the redevelopment of the heritage-listed Patterson Barracks, which will also be progressed under the City Deal. I really emphasise the importance of the delivery of the Northern Suburbs Revitalisation Plan because this is an area of historical disadvantage. It's necessary to improve employment, infrastructure, public space, transport and land use in the city's north and implement this through to 2022. Finally, we need to establish a Tamar Estuary Management Task Force to oversee the development of a river health action plan by the end of 2017. This will involve investment of $2 million in priority actions identified in the River Health Action Plan to reduce pollution in the Tamar Estuary. It's also vitally important to note that Labor at the last election committed $75 million towards the Launceston Sewage Improvement Plan, something which was not matched by the coalition government. Notwithstanding that, the City Deal is an opportunity for the benefit of long-term investment to flow into northern Tasmania. It's vitally important that government is held accountable, particularly this government, with respect to its commitments under the City Deal. As with many large and complex projects, it's important to engage with and address community concerns. There are some, for example, who question the wisdom of the move of the university campus to the Inveresk site, citing, for example, issues with traffic, flood mitigation and the importance for UTAS to maintain its commitment to academic courses and research in the northern campus rather than the significant costs of the development of the new campus. I have consistently urged those who are concerned about these matters to engage with UTAS and also with the Launceston City Council consultation and master planning processes, particularly with respect to the issues of traffic and local amenity. The parties to the funding deeds will be held accountable to ensure that the northern Tasmanian community is able to maximise the benefits associated with the City Deal. I'm very pleased to note the commitment by a majority Rebecca White Labor government, if elected, to a comprehensive traffic modelling study in the greater Launceston area and the replacement of the Charles Street Bridge, a particular choke point in traffic from the Launceston CBD to the northern suburbs. The Labor Northern Tasmania package also includes support for important projects such as reimagining the gorge and aspects of Launceston City Council's future plans for City Heart, including connectivity between the CBD and Inveresk. Above all, the Launceston City Deal is an opportunity for Launceston to take its place as one of the great regional cities in Australia, if not the world, with a vibrant academic community closely linked with industry, with the cultural heritage of the region respected and celebrated, and most importantly, the elevation of education as the key driver of both economic growth and a sense of community. Look, it's perfectly appropriate that we have the Shadow Minister here when we're talking about infrastructure and about this government's failure when it comes to delivery on infrastructure. Everything they touch when it comes to infrastructure is either delayed or under-realised. It is vitally important that the promise of this City Deal is realised. We have in northern Tasmania, particularly my electorate of Bass, an area which has great potential, but it needs to realise that potential through increased educational attainment and the delivery of key infrastructure. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.